Greetings. Good afternoon. Hi. We're going to go ahead and get started. If you want to kind of come over here, we've got a few chairs still, and I'm going to invite Dr. Hammen to come right up front where we can all see you. Because today's a little bit about you. I don't know if you knew this or not. Yeah, surprise, surprise. And
I don't get to drink.
no. there's a
What's in there?
No.
Hey, he's retired. It's okay.
Yeah. You get to do all sorts of things in retirement otherwise. So that's great. Well, my name is Monica Hurley, and I serve here at Good Samaritan as the Executive Director for the Good Samaritan Foundation. And as you all well know, Mount Rainier Anesthesia has been an amazing partner with philanthropy through this place. But today we're here to celebrate. Did I say something wrong? Yes, sir?
We've been good partners too, I think. Right here.
Right. Well, there's a mountain. We're talking about
Not
mountains.
Rainier, isn't that
Yeah, that's not Rainier Emergency Physicians. Rainier Anesthesia. Thank you. I'm so glad.
We're so good we live at the pinnacle, so we
Exactly.
Mount Rainier. Yeah.
Let's just ski right off that slope.
Well, we all have the same sense of humor.
Hasn't changed.
But today's about service. It's about service and recognizing someone in this group who has been an incredible service-oriented physician and community member. And so, Dr. Hammen, we're so pleased that you could come and be with us today.
I'm honored.
So thank you. Yeah. Again, Dr. Brown helped to set this up, and Dr. Brown, I think you have some comments, so I'll invite you
Word
up
or two,
first.
yes.
Yes.
So, you know, I've never understood when they say most people have 7 careers, because I've had 1 career and that'll be it. But Mike's done a couple of different things, so I wanted to tell you a little bit about some of that.
Well, I was confused.
So thanks everyone for coming and sharing this day with us. And thanks to Mike and Kathy for being able to come and join us. And we all know Mike is an anesthesiologist and the longtime medical director of surgical services here. But he did do some other things before he joined us. He's originally from Urbandale, which is a suburb of Des Moines, Iowa. Salt of the earth kind of place, I imagine. And Mike was a musician. He studied at the Professional Music Center in Des Moines. Was a state championship level accordion player. I don't think you ever played for us. Did you?
Oh.
It's not too late. I just so happen to have it.
He also played trombone in high school. And this is something that where's Kathy? That we would appreciate photographs of. He apparently was the drum major for the high school band.
No, I'm not giving you.
Mike's other passion was photography, and he worked as a freelance photographer for United Press International, which at that time was a source of what we called news, just plain old. And also worked as a police dispatcher before he enlisted in the Navy in 1980. Where he served aboard an aircraft carrier, the USS Ranger, as a photographer, photographer's mate. Following his time in the Navy, Mike realized that his true calling, which would lead him here with us, was to become a physician. So he went to college and medical school in Southern California. Married Kathy, who I believe was a malpractice attorney at that time. Is that correct? Yes.
I don't know if you want to know the story.
Hence the movie Sleeping with the Enemy.
She's reformed though.
Okay.
She married me and, everything changed.
So they got married in 1985, have 2 children, Carolyn and Stephen. And then headed up to the Pacific Northwest, where Mike did his residency at the University of Washington, which he finished in 1995, which was about the worst year in history to find anesthesia jobs, which was good for us because it allowed us to hire someone of incredible intellect, clinical excellence, and organizational
Well, it's
clarity.
good for me too, because I love it here.
So Mike was one of those physicians who on his first day, looks like he's been here for 10 years. Just very calm and comfortable, makes good judgments.
Is that old?
Knows how to do things. Some people are green and need time to mature, and some people are just good to go right out of the gate. And you were one of those people. So in addition to his excellent patient care, Mike very quickly took on the task of building a large array of standing orders, protocols, procedures, and policies for the anesthesia department. And he went on to spend many years as the medical director of surgical services here at Good Sam, was an influential member of the medical staff, and was on the group that recommended to the Good Sam board that we affiliate with MultiCare rather than some of the other options. A recommendation that we're very thankful the board accepted, and that has led to this fabulous hospital and a very successful relationship and future with MultiCare. And Mike was also the lead physician on the group that designed the current surgical services department in this new hospital. He served on many medical staff committees and work groups, worked collaboratively across disciplines to achieve improved patient care, safety, and compliance. And it was through his work that at Rainier Anesthesia we really adopted the philosophy of standardizing our practice and generally providing care in a coordinated manner that doesn't always happen elsewhere. But he convinced us to let him tell us how to do things. Most important to today's celebration was Mike's work to create, update, or improve the policies, procedures, and evaluation algorithms used here in the pre-op clinic. Here at Good Sam, and much of that work was later exported to other hospitals in MultiCare as the work to standardize across the system is ongoing. Mike served in leadership roles within the anesthesia group on the executive committee and as our first corporate compliance officer back when we didn't know what compliance meant. And was always a steadying voice of reason and calm within the group and in the broader MultiCare world. And I've told Mike that he also gave me the opportunity to do what I do because he did what he did. And so I knew that was covered and didn't have to concentrate on it. And we made a pretty good cop, bad cop combination. Anyone want to guess who's the bad cop? So for his tireless service in improving the surgical and anesthesia care at Good Sam over a 20-year career, Mike, we honor you today as we unveil the newly renamed Dr. Michael Hammen Pre-Anesthesia Clinic here at Good Sam. Congratulations and thank you for all your service. Would you like to do the honors?
Do you want to have the other docs go up and stand beside you up there so you can get
Yes, we do. I'm sure that's exactly what we're
That's better.
You were just going to say that, right?
I was.
Is there a height requirement?
They're all very tall. I don't think we're there, Kimmy.
Since Dr. Hammond joined.
You have to be over 6 foot. There's only one Dr. Cutie Pie there.
Okay, okay. And now you want to unveil it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, their sense of humor hasn't changed. What do I try? Just pull it
Take
off?
that off. Unlike the rest of us, you will not fade into the abyss. People's memories fade.
Maybe let's get one of you with it.
Oh, Mike, there's a misspelling.
On either side of
No.
Mike, yeah, stand under the beam. Yeah. Look a little more casual.
One, two, three. Yeah, a little closer. Come on. There, that's good. 1, 2, 3. And look, you can look happy. It's okay. That's better. Okay, got it.
Dorothy, are we all in the frame there?
Move a little bit.
We don't want to lose this, though.
That's better. Yeah, that's
Okay.
better.
That says have
But we're
drawn
done.
out.
So.
Yep.
There you go.
Good catch.
And you were going to say something?
Yeah.
Yes?
As soon as all the photo ops.
Okay.
Everybody say
You just
sleep.
say the word.
I will.
Asleep?
Get your picture taken first.
All right, all right. Well, don't go anywhere too far yet. So Dorothy Probrowski is our chaplain, head of chaplain services here, and this is Good Samaritan Hospital. It is named aptly so because we do things for others without expecting a whole lot in return sometimes, and that's the whole idea of service and care and all the things that Dr. Brown just said about you, which show that you are a good Samaritan. But Dorothy is also a great fan of our docs here and a great support, and has a few words to bless this new space.
Well, you can come back. Like we make a good centerpiece here. Like Dr. Brown.
Take that paper from you.
Like Dr. Brown, I've only had one career throughout my life, and I've learned over those years that the most important thing is to keep it short. So here's mine. So I have a privilege, and it really is a privilege of blessing this space. So if I could invite you into this blessing. This is sacred space, oh God, where those who provide care and those in need of care blend their lives. We honor today the dedication and compassion that Dr. Hammen has offered to so many for so long. And we recognize his ongoing inspiration and legacy with the naming of this space. We ask your blessing that together we will continue the work that he has done, that when people come to us, we might ease their pain, strengthen the weakness of their bodies, and calm the anxieties of their minds and their spirits. Help us to remember that we walk in the shadows of a great man and a great tradition. May we be aware that when we work to set the conditions right for healing, we are participating with you in that miracle. With gratitude for Dr. Hammen and the privilege of caring for others, we say, Amen.
Thank you.
We do have a few more minutes that I understand a few others wanted to say a word or two today, so you're welcome to do that as you.
This is our daughter.
Everyone's staring at me.
Our daughter, Carolyn.
Mike.
Does anybody want to go up? I'm gonna, yeah. If you want to say anything.
If not, then we'll go ahead and we'll commence with the cake. Oh, there's someone. Okay, good job. So I've been here since it began, and I'm just amazed at all of the progress and growth that we've had. Those algorithms became our brain, how to function, and where you pulled those out. I'm sure it was a magazine, but it just put us all together, all on one page, and it's helped us communicate with you. We've grown together as I think a good friends to each other in a working situation. That's made it just a pleasant place to be, very pleasant. I really appreciate it, and I really enjoy working with you, and I'm just envious of your retirement. You look so happy, you look so well. It's a wonderful clinic that's built, we've all built. I mean, he put so much foundation into it, though. I think this is a wonderful blessing that you have been bestowed, because it was quite an effort and well done.
Well, it's wonderful and important work that you all do.
I'd like to expand on that because I had the, oh man, are you in trouble now? Our group expanded over to South King County almost 4 years ago, which is just amazing. And I had the task of being the OR medical director in Auburn. And that was pretty dramatic. Oh, well, that's right, we're only saying positive things today. So let's just say that a lot of good work went into Auburn. And I stole generously from the work that this man did. And the MultiCare effort in South King County is dramatically ahead of the game today because of all those great things you did here and the wisdom I learned from you which sometimes you had to pound into my head.
I don't remember
But
that.
well, good, let's keep it that way. And but I tell you, someone does good things, and you never really understand how much that gets amplified over time because of the way you influence a few individuals, and then those individuals take it out and go and help others, and it's just really dramatic in my opinion. I've been able to see this happen up in South King County. So yes, he's done a lot of amazing things here, but his reach has gone probably much farther out than he would ever know. So.
All right, on that note, I'm going to one-up you.
Okay. That's not hard to do.
So, I'm Chris Bredesen. I'm the hospital president and chief operating officer. And on a personal note, Dr. Hammen was on the search committee that brought me to Good Samaritan, so thank you for that. And I owe you a great deal of gratitude. It's a great place, and I agree with your statement earlier. But regarding your comments, Dr. Brown and Dr. Wallace and I had the privilege of participating in a 2-year national pilot on perioperative surgical home. And one of the things that we learned is when we compared ourselves nationally, not just in the area, but nationally, that we are way ahead of people with our pre-op clinic that we have, the services that we provide. And we were there to learn from others, but I think we taught them a lot as we went through that. And a lot of that goes to you. Really, the majority of it goes to you. So, yeah, some of them have fancy apps, but the content of ours is much, much, much better. So, thank you for leading us nationally, really. So, appreciate that.
Hi everyone. I don't work here. This is my dad. So I just wanted to say something. Growing up with a doctor as a parent is a very unique experience. If you haven't asked your kids, you really should. Things like other kids would have their parents who treat them for the common cold, and I'd go, Dad, I feel so sick at 5 years old, and he'd be like, you just have a little neurovirus, you're okay. And you know, I never wanted to be a doctor, but I actually did end up working in medical research, and I think that is a direct result, first of all, of just being around medicine and having, you know, interrupting dinner table conversations to have my dad explain technical medical terms. But I think a lot of it is because my dad was always very clear that the point of medicine isn't for you. It's to help the patients that you're around and to provide the best treatment possible for people. And I think that outlook profoundly influenced me and my outlook of what medicine can do. And I just wanted to be a part of that effort and help make medicine better for people. So thank you for inspiring my career.
The Geneva. She works for the Geneva Foundation.
That's awesome.
Well,
Go ahead, do you have some words before we break into sugar?
this is just very sweet. Very sweet. And it means a lot. And I very much appreciate this. It's just tremendous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Hammen, we understand that you like to ski. We've got a little ski slope on your cake, and you know it's going to be snowing soon. So if you want to make a ceremonial cut, we'll take a picture with that. But thank you again, everyone, for coming out and honoring Dr. Hammen today.
How can I get, I don't know what it's not really working.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, you mean I spoke?
I've learned to keep it.
I sort of say, oh.